Boom, boom. This is Kendra. Everybody, welcome back to the channel. All right, we got a bit of Bleach Immortal Soul up today. So we have a couple of events going on. One just started this morning. All right, first we've got the Tour Challenge event. This is basically just do your 5 treasure hunts today to get the actual medallions, which you could then use inside of the limited. That's called a treasure hunt. It's basically just the exchange. I'm already up to the 3rd one here of level 3. At level 4 is where you get the good stuff. That's where you start getting shards for characters as well as omni shards, awakening essence, and whatnot. And then, of course, level 7 is where you get some actual weapon shards for the character soul box event. You remember the soul box event we had just recently? This is another 15 shards for that. So if you came up short, that's a good place to get that. Next up, summertime event. So we have this every year. I mean, we had it last year. I think it was every year we have a summertime event. So this is the standard event. There's no free character in this one. Sometimes they have a free character that they offer as soon as you complete the in this case it's called the Battle Royale at 180 points. But this time they've just got soul orbs, which are nice. I mean, soul orbs allow you to preference your war souls, so that's useful. Omni shards as well at 150. You should be able to complete this. Shouldn't be any problem completing this. Day 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It's pretty, it's pretty 7. You don't have to complete the actual, all of the actual many of it inside of the day. You can complete it tomorrow. Like I only did 5 challenges today in the battle arena because I didn't want to spend the soul jade to do another 5. But tomorrow I'll do another 5 and I'll be able to go back and clear it. So just proceed with caution. I've got the talents where I can get 3 staminas for like 8, but then it goes up to 40 soul jade for a couple more staminas. But again, I'm going to purchase some more stamina tomorrow, so it's not that big a deal. I'll be able to complete this one tomorrow as well too, and then knock it. So there's no use rushing for it. You can come back and complete them at a later date if you want to. All right, limited 7, of course. A little bit of change in this. Normally they have the soul jade at 50, but they've got soul orbs at 50 on this one. No omni shards for that particular portion. And then, of course, after 50, you want to try to get as high as you can. 100 is actually where would be the most beneficial, because that would get you the shells, which of course you could then use in the exchange. But there are no omni shards inside of here, which is I would prefer that they put omni shards at 50. But soul orbs, that's nice. I'll use them. I do have a couple war souls that I do need to get preference, so it's not that big a deal. All right, then we got the shop. So we've got Kira's surfboard. So Kira's the only way to get Kira is through the summon. You'll have to do the summon to get him. I've already pulled on the summon 5 times, and I got like 2 shards, and I got 1 she-shell on those 5 pulls, so that's good. So like I say, 100 would be where you'd want to try to get. You might have to throw out some soul jade to get that, but they're offering some shards. I mean, you've got 3 ice cream cones here. 2 here, 2 here. So that's 6 on the first week. And then they're offering 4. So they're offering 10 inside of the login. Okay. And then, of course, each time you complete an event here, you're going to get these. So assuming that we have 4, okay, each day. Okay. So at the end of 7 days, that would be 28 shards. So you're going to be able to get, you're probably going to be able to get about 50, roughly 50 ice cream cones without having to spend anything. Yeah, they also sent out some summertime refreshments. You should see those in your mail. Those had some ice cream cones in them as well. So I think they're doing whatever they can to actually get, already cashed them in. I got this, and I got a couple shards for Kira, but so it looks like they're going to give you enough to get 50. So for 6,000 soul jade, you can hit 70, maybe, but you're going to have to spend about roughly, unfortunately, you're going to have to spend a lot of soul jade to get to 100 if you want to get some of the time tokens. And why do you want to get time tokens? I'll show you that here importantly. So okay, so we've got the summertime exchange. Nothing new. You get those choice packs in here. If you're looking to complete Christmas Rookie, these are the event shop versions of them, not the actual regular characters. Okay, so you can get that here. There's War Souls. There's a War Soul for his War Soul, increase attack, rage, and have 50 increasing rage attack damage. Okay, this is a singular War Soul, so not. It's a nice one, And then we've got this one right here. Again, not bad, but not something that I would think that you'd want to go all the way out for. And then, of course, in the end, the time tokens. Okay, gift pack is this if you want to spend money to get some more ice cream cones. You'd probably have to spend about 35 bucks here if you want to be able to get 100. So I don't see it. It's just for the character, not something that I consider worth it. But I'll make a determination as to how far I want to go. Like if I get to the point where I've only needed maybe 5 or so shards to completing, I might go ahead and invest a little bit in it. But I'm not going to invest a lot in it. I just don't see the need for that. I'm not going to invest. If they give us 50 shards, you're going to need spend 15,000 soul jade to get to the 100 to get the time tokens. So that's something I'll have to make a determination on. So let's take a look at Kira inside of the actual. Let's take a look at his skill set. So right here he is. You are summertime Kira. Of course, 70 shards is of course going to be what's up for him. So we've got deals damage to a single enemy. So he's a single enemy attacker on is that. Plus additional damage equal to 8% of the targets if the enemy has stacks of soaked. Soaked is the actual applied, I believe, when he does rage. Yeah, deals damage to all enemies. Has a 30% chance of inflicting soak. Okay. And on all targets for 2 rounds. This chance increases to 50% after targets or targets with less than 50% health point. After weapons waken, of course, soak is increased. Incoming crit damage is increased. So it reduces the healing rate. Okay. And then standard, and then his actual passive is Kira has increased crit chance. When being attacked, if the enemy is soaked, Kira takes 50% reduced damage while Kira is on the battlefield. Every time an ally deals damage greater than 10% of the soaked enemy's max, it recovers 50 rage. Kira can recover up to 300 rage in a single round this way. So you're going to see him. Yeah, he's got some damage capability. Okay, and lower enemy survivability. So it's not bad. Okay. Increases his talent is pretty nice. Increases the attack, defense, and hit points of all characters by 4% in all non-PvP modes. So this is pretty much PvE related skill. So it's not a bad skill set. Okay. The event characters are always generally a little bit better than regular characters. I don't see him to be that much better, but it's definitely something that you might want to consider if you're looking for it. But again, 70 shards to get him. So it's up to you if you want to go that far to make sure that you do get him. Usually getting 70, you usually have to end up spending roughly, it roughly ends up equating to about 20,000 is usually the soul jade you spend after you do your free ones. Most people spend between 20 and 30 and they get him. So this event's not going to be like the previous event. The collab we had was different. The collab was severely tilted towards the player, making it easier to obtain everything that we needed because they're not coming back. Now the reason you want to get the time tokens is because of the event shop. This allows you to be a little bit more, so we say, freewheeling with your choices, because you can get stuff in here. My focus is singular. I'm always focusing on Nebu. So my goal right now is to get her up to 6-star, and then eventually 7-star. So I'll probably just end up getting the time tokens. I've already got her broom once, and that's been awoken. At the rate you get time tokens right now, going for the broom, to get the broom 2 more times, that would be 90 tokens. That's probably not something that's feasible. Uh, they just don't offer it enough. They only do it on events. It would take several years to build that. Don't plan on playing the game for several years more. So I'll just be focusing on the Nemu shard. She's at 5. I want to get her to 6. That's paramount. So that's what I'll be focusing on. So this will allow me to get, if I can get the 10, that'll allow me to get another 20 tokens or 20 shards for her. And then I'll combine that with Omni shards. I'll be able to get her up to 6-star. And then from then on out, it's just something. Expect Kira to come in. Kira will probably be put in here in another few months. You'll see him inside the event shop. So if you do come up a little bit short on getting him, and if if you're not going to plan on using him immediately, or if you want to use him, then you can wait until he appears in here, and you'll be able to get shards and his actual awakening item, which is the Borg. So you just have to wait. And of course, time tokens gives you the capability to do other stuff. If you're if you're working on another event character, you can get shards for other characters as well. So it's not that big a deal. Okay, there's several things that you can get if you want to. That's why I like the time tokens. So for me, that's what it's going to be. Unless I get close after the 50 pulls, I'll make a determination, as I always do. Roughly about here, I'll make the determination as to what I'm going to do. Then on the last day or so of the event, if I need to pull, I'll pull. Do some pulls. It's 3,000 for 10 is what it comes out to. So yeah, but yeah. Normally I would have preferred Omni shards at 50, but we're getting some Omni shards inside of the Battle Royale. But it would have been nice to get another 5 inside at 50 inside of the event. They didn't do that, so we'll have to see. But yeah, so you should be able to get quite a few. Make sure you complete all of the actual events inside this Battle Royale for every single day. Okay, all 7 days, so that you can get them. And then we'll have to see what. But it looks like soul orbs is what we're going for on this, which is nice because I do, like I said, I do need some war souls. I do have to preference. So in case you're wondering what that is, war souls can be preferenced, meaning they get extra damage from them. So if you take a look at this little medallion right here, if it matches the character, in this case he's an attacker, so my war soul is attacking. You notice the little white sort of luminescence flowing off of this little medallion here indicates, and that gives me a plus 375 to my attack based on the plus the 1500, giving me 1875, and another 3% to 15 cent, and it increases the bleed damage as well. So as you can see, by another 18%. So as you can see, preferencing gives you a pretty good hunk of buff, and it increases all of the actual stats on the war soul. Okay, so preferencing is something that you definitely want to do. Okay, but I do have a few that I need to get done. Like I've got one right here I've got to get done. One right here I've got to get done. So I have a few lying out there that need to get done. So as you can see, so I'll just be focusing on them. So the soul orbs are useful for me. So it's not something that it's useful. They're not as useful as Omni shards because to basically get Halloween Nemu, who graces the screen right here, up to 6-star, I need, I believe it's 240. Yes, 240. So I have the Omni shards are at a slow point right now. So I have 155. So I'm still about 85 away from it. So I'm a ways away from her. So 20 more against that would be nice. Allow me to get there a little bit quicker. But it's going slow because I still have to work on Nitty afterwards because Nitty's only at 3-star. I want to get her up to 4-star so I can start utilizing her if they ever do bring the story up with her healing, she's going to be an extremely powerful character. But I have no use for her at this point. So that's it. So we got the summertime event and the tour challenge. All right. So definitely get in there. And complete as many of the events as you can. Make sure you log on daily so that you do get all the rewards for this. Okay, these are useful. You'll have to, of course, bank the actual lottery draws, the roulette tickets for the next character that comes up. I already closed out. We had the last one. I believe it was. Yeah, it was. It was Raku, but it was. I think it was like a. I can't remember exactly what he was called, but he was. It was some type of a Raku. This one right here. They don't say what it is, but this is the Uraku that was in it. So I do have him. I don't have any roulette wheels open because it's already been closed out. So we'll have to wait. But the next one, don't worry, the roulette they'll be stored. And when the next event character, season character comes out, you'll have to be able to use the draws inside of there. They'll be there for you. So yeah, they will back, so you don't have to worry about that. But so it's a nice event. They usually don't in the summertime event and the travel event. They usually don't offer two characters. Only inside of the major events will you see two characters, like the anniversary event, the New Year's event, Christmas. Those they usually toss in a free character for that, but not on these. They don't. They just don't do that. So let me see if we can find out which one the one was before. It was not in the shop. Let's go into team and go into the archives. So let's scroll down here to the bottom. Christmas, summertime. Okay, they actually did have two characters in the last summertime. They had summertime Matsumoto, and they had the Jin. Jin was the first character. Inside of that was 2021, and then inside of the they've only did for 2022, so they just did one. So they did have in the last season, summertime, they did have two characters. So they went a little bit skimpy on us there on that one. So they only introduced one character in terms of this one. So, which is, that's not that big a deal. They're always entering new characters, even though they have no story to match those characters. But they're still entering new characters all the time, so it's not that big a deal. And he's an okay event character, but in terms of other event characters, I'd place him towards the bottom. Usually, event characters you see a lot of. You see extra abilities, like normally where a normal character or your character would have two abilities. You'll see 3 abilities for an event character. And then you'll have the ones like Halloween Numa, who's totally OP, especially in 1v1. And she does excellent in teams as well, too. Which is the reason I'm focusing on her. But, yeah, it just, if I come close, if I'm at like 60-something or something, when the things do, and I just need a few, a couple thousand, spend maybe 2 or 3 pools to get to 100, where I can guarantee the time tokens, and at the same time it would end up completing Kira. I'd probably go ahead and do it, but I will of course do a video if I do decide to do that. But for the next couple of weeks, for the next 12 or so days, we'll just be focused on that. So we'll do I'll do another video here in a couple, in the middle of the event. We'll do another video and we'll show you where we're at, what we're doing, what I'm finding. Like I say, I did 5 pools, and I got some Cure shards, 2 Cure shards, and I got an actual seashell. You need 10 of them to get the time tokens. So they seem to be dropping. The drop rates are the same. But you have to understand something about the drop rates. This is what they say the drop rates are, okay? And this is what they always say the drop rates are. But like, if, for instance, inside of the collab that we had with Burn the Witch. I mean, this is what the same drop rates are, but those things were dropping like flies, man. I mean, uh, I got both characters, you know, and I was able to get the weapon as well. So, yeah, but that was a collab, so it's not technically an event. Even though it's an event, but it's more a collab event. It's the only collab that Bleach Immortals has ever done. It's the first one, probably be the last one. But they didn't purchase the rights to keep the characters in the game, so they're never going to be in the event shop. So they made sure that if you invest a little bit, you can get them both, which we did. So we don't have to worry about them. And I did get Denny's item, her Awakening Broom. So. And she's got a really good skill set. She's actually everybody pretty much preferred her over Noel. Noel was the one that you Nenny was free. If you participated and completed all the mini events, you got her. But Noel was from the pool specifically. But everybody pretty much liked Nenny as a better character because she offers a lot of healing as well as crit chancing. So she's a good character. But we've got her all set, and she's going to be bringing up next after I get Halloween Nemu up to 6 stars, so I can start utilizing her. I use her in my team right now. You know, I in an arena and whatnot, I end up. I do try alternate between the two teams. You know, like I'll put Nemu in front center, and then you know, if I lose the match, I'll put 6-star. Full Hollow Ichigo in there and try that the same. So just to see which one works out better in terms of that. I'm currently ranked number 2 in the arena right now. I only did 5 today. I could have done another 5 and probably yeah, I would have been able to been first in the arena. But I just went ahead and did 5. Like I said, I'm not going to spend these right now. I prefer to use these when we have the event. But you know, so. You know, I'll do another 5 tomorrow and complete that event. They usually don't have Battle Arena 5 each day or 10 each day. It's usually only in there a couple of times, so you should be able to complete it without spending any of your Soul Jade if you don't have to, because these tickets do cost. It's 360 for 5. Okay, so the reason I like to save them is for the limited time event that we have. Is because you have to do 10 a day. Okay, so in the course of the, you know, the 5 or so days for the event, that turned out to be about 1,500 Soul Jade, closer to 1,700 Soul Jade. So it's not something I prefer to spend it on, but you have to if you want to get all the stuff inside of the limited exchange. They really don't leave much in terms of free things. If you want to get all the items, maximum Omni shards. You need to do pretty much. I think you need to do you need to complete 10 every single day, and you only need to complete like 6 or 7 on the last day, because that's all you need to get maximum amount of Omni shards. You can do the others, but you can really just spend them on actually like gold or coins. If you're low on coins, you might want to do that. But I think you can get by with not doing a full 10 on the final day only. But that's, you know, at another time. So I like to keep those for that. But if need be, I will use them on the summertime event if it gets to the point where I'm finding out that I'm going to need to actually purchase some of the actual arena tokens. But they usually don't have it for every single day. They alternate the types of events. So you usually don't have to see it every day. All right, so that's all I got. Nice event. Okay character. But chance to get some soul orbs. So if you need some preferencing, which I'm sure everybody does, then it'll be a useful event. So it has that going for it. All right. So thanks a lot for watching. Remember to subscribe. Once you've subscribed, you'll see the bell. Click on it, and you get notified each time I drop a video. Kenmure coming at you from the corner. Signing out.